Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our very first farm in Farming Simulator 22. We are continuing to try to build our modest operation into a major dairy and egg producer. In the last episode, we harvested all of our wheat for the year for our chickens, and I think we got quite a lot out of all of that. Let's actually see where we're sitting. We have 164,000 liters of wheat available. Does this actually tell... Oops, I always have to mess with my joystick because I'm never sure where to leave it. What was I was going to look at production. I don't remember. Does this tell me how much we harvested? We got sold products. Does it tell me harvested? It would be nice if it told me harvested, but I don't think it's going to tell me that. We would have to sell it to find out how much we got. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not sure exactly how much we harvested, but we got like 5 trailer loads of the ones that do 24, 25. So I think we had over 100,000 liters of food that we picked up in our harvest. And each of the chicken coops only takes 22,000 of chickens to go. So I don't know. We may be able to get rid of some of these greenhouses and upgrade to a few more chicken coops, but we'll hold off. We'll hold off for another year for that just to see and make sure our number is going up very well. We also did some grass harvesting in the last episode, and I think now we're at the point where, oh, you know what? I always forget to grab the fertilizer and fertilize our grass fields when we do this. So let's go ahead and back up here. We'll grab our fertilizer, make sure we have enough fertilizer in it to do the entire field, all the fields over there, and then... Oh yeah, I think we're good. And then we'll fertilize all of that, and then we can advance time to next month and plant all of our wheat for the year. Because that's going to be a regular thing that we have to do even once we start getting our cows, because we want to keep our cows fed, and we're going to use hay to do that. So this is the way. This is the way. And if you know what show that is, leave a comment. Oh, turn off the speed limit. Okay, off we go. Get this painted. It is almost like painting with fertilizer. Okay, swing around like that. Fortunately, it's never set up in a way that allows me to just not have to go back and do some touch-up work, basically, but that's all right. We always get it done. We still have all 3 of those fields there to get done, and I'm not going to make you watch that entire process, so I'll get back to you once we're ready to advance to planting some wheat. All right, we're finishing up the last little bit of field here. I'm not going to bother with the last little strips there. It's not going to contribute enough to make it worth having to do another pass. And there we go. All right, so we're going to go put our fertilizer spreader away, and then we can... Well, we need to double check and make sure our chickens are fed. Looks like they're good on food for now, and which means we probably did a good job already of getting our eggs sold off in the last episode. So we can probably just put this fertilizer spreader down. Yeah, there's no eggs over there. And advance to next month and go ahead and start planting our stuff. So let me back this up into here. And then we can put our tractor away. I think I might actually start parking it in here since we have this building. Why not? Because we're going to be using our bigger tractor for the spreader, or for the seeder there. So just double check one more time. Wheat, yeah, we can plant wheat in September. So let's save the game, make sure we don't lose any progress here. That would suck. And we will advance time until next month so we can plant some wheat. And I will make sure this time to actually make sure I'm planting wheat and not grass. Because I do that way too much. Way too much. I do that same thing, same problem. All right. Make sure we have our things set on heading. That way it makes it easier for us. We'll pick up our seeder over here. So while this tractor technically has a slightly slower top speed compared to the one we already have, and a marginally slower top speed compared to the smaller version with the wheels, The fact that it has a higher horsepower means a much higher horsepower. It means that we're not going to struggle when we're going uphill with that, and which is what it typically tends to do with the smaller tractor. So I'm hoping that this bigger tractor is going to make it so that we can stay very quick and not have any slowdowns when we're doing some of the more uphill areas down there towards the bottom. So we need to fill it with some seeds. We do have it already set for wheat. That is the nice thing about not having to plant grass fields. It means that I never have to remember to switch it, because once it's on wheat, it stays on wheat until you change it. So that's a good thing. We'll go ahead and start unfolding this. Then we can start going over here and planting some stuff. All right, we're going to do 90 degrees for our GPS guided steering. We're going to set our width properly. We're going to set our GPS steering. We're going to lower our tool. We're going to start moving forward. And then boom. And then we need to turn off our speed limiter. It's a mod that I installed that allows me to drive with my implements on at the speed limit of the tractor rather than being stuck at the speed limit of the implement itself. Now, the problem I'm going to have is that I don't know... Yeah, that's going to be it. Well, a part of it is just I'm panicking because I'm getting to the end. There's not very much room for me to turn around there. Maybe going this way will allow me to do a little bit better of a turn there. It's a little better. So I'm going to have to turn around again and try to get this last little patch there, but... Alright, more or less worked out, I guess. Nah, yeah, I'm going to have to figure out the best pattern for using this, because the articulation of my tractor here does make the turning a little bit unintuitive. So I do need to figure out a little bit of a tactic for making that work better. But like I said, I'm hoping that the insane horsepower of this machine is going to make it so that we can maintain a steady 24 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour, whatever it ends up being, rather than going uphill because the problem that I have with my other tractor is that it will do 24, 25 miles an hour, but then we get up to a hill or something like that, and even with the speed limit thing turned off, I end up having a really hard time, you know, trying to get the... There we go. So unfortunately... Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and fix that. I think I still am going to do a couple of headland passes up here. Just so I have a little bit of room to turn around without having to worry about the train. Oh, having a hard time paying attention to where the edge of my seeder is. It'll be better once I'm able to get the GPS guided steering on, but I'm gonna have to waste a bit of time turning around and fixing the mistakes that I made over here. So this is another one of those things where I just kind of have to learn how it feels, the feel of the steering and all of that, until I can get the results that I'm looking for. I'm still not comfortable with the articulated steering of the tractor, and it throws me off, so it's just going to be one of those trial and error things until I figure it out. Oops, see, because it overturns, it overcorrects on my turns, and I don't... And I haven't quite figured out what visuals I need to see to get the kind of reaction I want out of the implement and the tractor, so... Regardless, I'm going to go and continue doing this entire field so we can get it planted with wheat. I'm going to try to remember to go back and fix that. As a matter of fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'll just come up over here. I'm just going to go straight up and down right here. Just turn this into a straight up and down path, and then I can go back and fix the other stuff. It'll make it a little easier to do that. Okay, let's get this turned around. Yeah, there's a feel that comes with this, and it's going to take me a little bit to figure out what it is, but that's not your guys' problem. I'll figure that out as we continue doing passes over here. See you guys in just a minute. We'll finish the field. As we wait for the call to action to go away. All right, well, unfortunately, it does not look like we're going to have enough seed to get us all the way through the rest of this, so let's go ahead and turn off to the side here. We'll head back over to the delivery area. I do have the delivery mod. That's how you saw me get seeds delivered to my front door. They do charge a small fee for that. Very small price to pay for the convenience of not having to drive all the way down to the store. So I am a big fan of that. I have found that driving it in first-person view does seem to provide me with a little bit more of an intuitive feel of how I need to turn. Still a little awkward because just the way that this tractor turns is just very, I don't know, uncomfortable when you're used to wheels turning you and all of that. It's kind of a different way of steering, but that's all right. We'll figure it out. Get our seeds filled back up. Fortunately, our fertilizer is going quite a long way, so that makes me pretty happy. Let's get ourselves over the bridge again, and we can finish off these fields over here. For those of you wondering why I'm using a mod that allows me to drive much faster than you normally would, I feel like it's a form of time compression rather than, you know, straight up cheating. I do have a mod that would allow me to just instantly change the condition of the field, but I feel like that's a little too far. I feel like, oh, is that down? Okay. I feel like, you know, just speeding up the rate at which we do things still requires us to do the work. It just doesn't make it take quite as... You are free to disagree. That's how I think about it, though. All right, so let's get ourselves lined up here. And away we go. So we'll finish these last few rows. Then we'll get our seeder put away, and we can come back next month and fertilize all of this, and then we will be all set for our wheat for the year. And we may have enough. We may have enough time left in the year to do a grass cutting before we end and maximize our silage, which would be pretty nice. So that'll be pretty cool if we can get that done. We just need to hurry up and finish the last of the... Oops, I overturned. Sometimes I screw up my turns, and this is what ends up happening, and I have to kind of fix it. And it's like I said, the articulated steering of this is very unintuitive. The way it, like, even trying to fix myself once I make a mistake like this, it's a little bit more finicky than I'm used to. I don't know why. It's just, there's something about the way it pivots from the middle rather than doing it the way I'm used to. But we need to turn off this way so we can fix our mistake from here. And then we can come back this way, and then I gotta fix this little mistake because you can never make just one. Okay, yeah, it's super frustrating the way this thing turns. I don't get it. Okay, yeah, I just trying to get the last little bits of this stuff done. And then I'm pressing wrong keys and a little flustered. That's all right, we'll figure it out. I will get it eventually. Just anytime you make a change, you have to kind of relearn things, and that's what I'm going through right now. I'm having to relearn the way that all of this stuff goes, and sometimes you forget how to do things when your brain has to focus on something new, so that things you already know how to do end up kind of going by the wayside. But anyways, we've got all that done now, so we can take our seeder back and get it parked back in the barn. And the seeder will be done for another year, as well as the harvester, so that's good. Get ourselves... Get that work camera turned off. That is a mod that I have that you can download from the mod hub in the game. Oh, wait. That is a mod that you can download from the mod hub in the game. It allows you to have different camera angles. Okay, so... Backing up with this thing is a little awkward. It's because of the way that the back end just kind of kicks around, but that's all right. We got it in. We got it in there. Get it parked, and now we can park our big tractor for now, because we're not going to need that. Why are my headlights on? And oh, flashlights. There we go. All right. So we can get this parked, get it turned off, and then our eggs should still be fine. Our chickens should still be fine. So now we just need to first save our game so we don't have any kind of issues pop up. And then we can advance our time to next month. Waited a little too long to start getting that done, but that's all right. Oops, I'm stuck. All right. Grab this here. We'll fill it up with fertilizer because I believe I used a fair portion of it. Well, I'm still going to buy another fertilizer bag just so we can make absolutely sure we're not going to have to come back and refill. It's really annoying when you're all the way on the other fields, all the way on the other side of your farm, and then something you have runs out, and then you're kind of screwed. So I'd rather just grab it now. And now we can get this done. So we started off our episode with fertilizing, and we're going to not end our episode with fertilizing, but continue fertilizing because now we have this field here. I know I'm just rambling on. We have a lot to get done. We still have to fertilize this field. We have to fertilize all of these wheat fields here, and then it looks like we're going to have to cut some grass as well, and all of that takes a fair bit of time. So I'm kind of always in a hurry when we do these episodes because I don't want to. It's not only that I don't want the episode to be too much longer than 30 minutes, but it's also just, you know, I have other videos that I have to do and other things I have to get done, and the faster I can get all of this work done and then get the video uploading, the better off I'm going to be in general from, you know, my perspective. Okay, and then let's just double check and make sure that this is actually fertilizing. Soil composition. Yep. All right, so we're going to finish fertilizing these fields over here, and I'll come back when we're ready to switch over to our grass cutting operation. All right, finishing at the last of the field here. Everything is nice and dark blue, so we're good for now. While we're over here, we'll go ahead and take a look at the grass fields over here and see if they are ready to harvest. If not, I mean, we're definitely going to have another harvest this year. I can already tell that they're pretty much there. And even if they just need another month, they should be fine. It won't grow in December, but if as long as we're in the 3 of 3 forage stage of grass growing, we'll be fine. Yeah, so next month they'll be ready to harvest. Let's go get our fertilizer spreader put away, and then we can advance to November, and then we can pull out all of our gear for cutting grass. One of my users, and I'm sorry I didn't write down your name, but you did mention the Fendt Vio something tractor that has like 500 and something horsepower, and you suggested that that might be enough for us to do it all in one vehicle, so I will take a look at that. We may decide to just rent that for now, just to see. Because if I can maintain full speed and have that all in one setup rather than having to deal with the worker and the bigger tractor and all of that stuff, that might actually be the way to go. But let's just, let's see. I haven't actually looked at it yet, so let's get this, well, we'll just leave it here. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that tractor really quick. So I'm assuming it's a large tractor. It was a Fendt Vario. Actually, you know what? Let me pull up the comment because I can't remember what model he said. Comments. Haven't responded. Where is that comment? Try to set up like yours. It is it's one of my channel members. Sorry. It doesn't show me your actual name. I know that the username that's showing up here isn't the right one, but I can't. I don't want to put your actual username. Let's see, the Vario 1000 with the 517 horsepower seems to work and doesn't slow down, so, okay. So we have this one here, and it does have that. So 517 horsepower, we'll do that. We'll do the wheel setup, we'll have the GPS. So we're gonna lease this. We're gonna lease this just to try, well, yeah, we're gonna lease this just to try it out for this one, and then after we make all of our money from the forage or from the silage and all of that, we'll have a good idea as to what's going on. So let's go ahead and get this part. I should have waited till next month. I do that sometimes. I forget steps in the process, and then I end up wasting a bunch of money. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll get our tractor all set up now, and then we'll advance time, and we'll just suck up the cost of having leased this guy out. Not sure why it yanked me off to the right, to the left like that, but it is what it is. Okay, and then we go and grab our mowing setup. Now, I don't know if you meant that you were doing the full mowing setup like I had with it on the front like this, with the 517 horsepower, but I'm hoping that's what you meant. If not, this is going to be a fairly difficult experiment. That's all right, we'll figure it out. So yeah, I guess we'll start here when we are ready to go, but for now, we're gonna have to wait. Okay, get the tractor turned off. We'll save our game. Sounds like it auto-saved just now. Yep. All right, and then here we go into November. I totally didn't think to check my chickens and stuff. All right, eggs are still mostly full, so we're definitely gonna need to do that this month. Oh, hold on. All right, so we got our GPS turned on. Get our GPS set on heading mode. Get the heading set to 0. Get the width set properly. Get the trailer reattached. Get everything turned on. Get our steering set up, and away we go. And then get the speed limit turned off. Okay, so yeah, we'll give this a try for a little bit. If it doesn't seem to struggle on the hills, then that would be pretty good. Oh, the speed is making it difficult to turn around, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh, hold on. I always forget to put that down. Yeah, the only thing about higher speed is that the turning radius becomes bigger and bigger. And I have to figure out... But fortunately, the turning radius being bigger means that my equipment shouldn't get stuck on there so that's kind of the hidden benefit. It means I can't turn sharp enough for my equipment to get stuck on it. So maybe that's the side benefit of being able to continue to keep my speed up as high as I can, because this tractor is not limited to... This tractor is not limited to 22 miles an hour or whatever, so that might also be the other thing that helps out. It's just the fact that I'm able to keep some momentum and until I get caught on the road for whatever reason. Not much I can do when it does that, though. All right, well, you guys have seen enough of me cutting this. I'll finish up these fields over here and let you guys know how it goes. As you can see, we have our nice striped rows of alternating grass patterns here, and this setup is definitely much better. Thank you very much to my my channel member who mentioned this to me, because this is a vast improvement. Well, except for that, of course, just as soon as I bring you guys back, I have to make a really sharp turn that gets me stuck. But for the most part, I haven't had to drop below 20 miles an hour, even going up hills and even on some of the sharper turns. It hasn't been an issue, so I'm pretty happy with this. We may end up trading in a tractor. I actually may switch out my smaller John Deere for this one, because this has the front and back hookups like I want, and I don't really need 3 tractors, and I want to keep the... Well, I don't know. I don't know if I need the big one if this one is capable of pulling my... if this one's capable of pulling my seeder at a very high rate of speed, we might be able to just get rid of both tractors and stick with this one. Because 517 horsepower versus the 400 and probably 30-something or 50-something that it was with the John Deere it seems to make all the difference in the world with this setup. So I have to imagine it's probably going to be better with the other setup. And the fact that I'm able to get a max speed of 39 miles an hour rather than 24 miles an hour, that's a big deal. So... We'll see. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm not ready to buy this tractor yet, because obviously we don't have the money for it. But I think if we sold the big tractor and we sold the small tractor, we would definitely have enough left. We would definitely have enough to buy this tractor outright, and then ideally just use it all the time. So we'll see how it goes. I'll finish off these couple of fields and see you guys back over when we're ready to drop our silage off. And that's the last of our grass fields over here. So we'll get all of our equipment turned off, and then we'll go ahead and start having the back trailer here start pushing everything towards the back, because it does take just a second. Let's get our mower folded up. That way we have a little bit more maneuverability as we go over here towards the roads. And while I could technically drive on the wheat over here, we're just going to go around on the roads because I need to kind of get over at an angle anyway. Alright, so those are all ready to drop down into the silage factory here. Slow down. And away we go. Oops, I have the wrong thing. There we go. And then also, the other thing I want to do is I would like to take all of this stuff over to the pressure washer and get all of this stuff cleaned off, because some of this equipment is really, really dirty. So we need to head over here. We'll wash all of our stuff. Let's get the trailer getting to fold back up anyway. And ideally, I can turn like that. Well, let's turn the tractor off. Then we'll grab this guy here and spray. So I'll finish cleaning these off and be back when we're ready to do the next thing. All right, finishing up the last little bit there. We'll get this put away, and now we can go put our mowing equipment back where it goes. Then we'll be ready to grab our eggs over here, get those sold, and then we can advance time and get our and run into things that we're not supposed to run into. Then we can advance time. Oh, I wasn't thinking about this. I forgot. All right, we'll just drop that off for now. We're gonna have to return this tractor anyway. We might just hold on to this tractor, because I do have the lease to own mod installed as well. So any money that we put into the lease for this is actually going to go towards paying it off. And I think I've kind of decided that we're going to hold on to it. So yeah, I think we might just hold on to this guy and just keep making payments until we're ready to pay it off. Then we can make a decision about which tractors we're going to hold on to and which ones we're going to get rid of, because I mean, I'm fairly sure I'm going to get rid of the small tractor, because this one is more than enough. This one is more than a better what my mouth just will not keep up with my brain. This this is an amazing replacement for the small tractor that we've been using. Can you please cooperate? That's fine. I just need to get it out. Alright, this episode's a little bit longer than I wanted it to be because I got stuck doing stupid things, but sometimes that's just the way it works. Alright, let's get this over where it goes and get that whole setup put back together the way it's supposed to be. Okay. Right here. Oh, over here. I mean, I guess we can fix that later. Let's go grab our trailer, get our eggs sold. Then we can advance time to where we can sell off our silage. And that will be pretty sweet. Oh, you know what? We better feed chickens first, because right now the dual trailers that we have are kind of in the way, so let's do this then. And we'll go ahead and just fill up both trailers, because we're going to have to at some point anyway. So we'll fill up both of these trailers, then we'll take them over, get our chickens fed, and then we'll grab the trailer, sell off all of our eggs, and then we'll be able to advance time until up into December or January and get our money for our silage. Check our production chain here. Our silage should be storing, and we should have quite a lot of silage once we're done, so that's going to be pretty nice. All right, get this guy over here. Okay. I have to have it selected. The nice thing about having 2 trailers is I can do this. Not have to wait. Now both of those can be emptying on their own while I go over here and grab our egg trailer, or our auto-loading trailer. Trying to get through this as quickly as I can. Am I on the right side? Of course I'm on the right side, but then I couldn't see the hitch there, or I couldn't see the tongue of the trailer there, and I thought I might have been on the wrong side, so I started correcting before I knew. Okay, auto load our eggs over here. Get our filter set to pick up everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get these over here onto the sale point. And unfortunately, I should have done this earlier in the episode, because now we're going to have to sit and wait for these all to sell, but that's all right. We'll get all of this sold, we'll get the trailer out of the way, and then we can advance time and find out how much money we're going to make from our silage. Look at all this money we're making from eggs. It's going to force me to be ridiculous about this. There we go. Finish selling. Finish selling. There we go. All right, so we got, what, $40,000 worth of sale from our eggs? That's pretty good. Okay, get that turned off. So, chickens are fed, and we sold all of our eggs. So now, we're going to save our game. And we're going to advance time to December and check our prices. Okay. Prices for silage is a little low. Well, the sell everything point is $340, and that's what the max price is supposed to be for that. So let's go ahead and switch over to selling. And then we'll advance time until we hit the money. There we go. Should have no silage. Well, okay, we have some. So let's go ahead and we'll advance time until we finish selling off all of our... I guess we're going to have to go all the way into January. Well, that's most of it. It's still just kind of sitting there, but that's all right. So we have enough now that we can look. Well, first and foremost, how much is it going to cost us to finish paying off this tractor? How much do they want for us to buy it? $363. We're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to sell the other tractor because we don't really need that one anymore if we're going to hold on to this guy. So this guy here, we're going to sell him to get the money back out of that. I'm going to reserve judgment on this because it is another 170-ish or 160-ish horsepower. But if this guy's strong enough to do 20 faster than this guy, then we'll get rid of this John Deere too and just hold on to this guy because I actually kind of like this one. So anyways, that's going to go ahead and end our episode for today. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button if you did so that the YouTube algorithm will know and send the video out to as many people as possible. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so now so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your feed and you'll be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members do get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click that join button, check out the list of options available there, and decide if any of those are right for you. If you're not interested in a membership, you can leave a tip in the form of that thanks button. Direct contributions such as these are greatly appreciated and a critical component to helping to turn this into a full-time gig, which is the dream. So again, thank you very much for your time. I hope you guys have been enjoying building this farm with me. Be sure to come back for the next episode, and I'll see you then.